Hi there, it's March 23rd and time for Proverbs 23. Now, we started yesterday with the 30 wise sayings. Okay? 30 sayings that you should memorize, okay? And have them on your lips at all time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those sayings were in yesterday, so we're going to jump over to yesterday's real quick and go over those 5 real quick so we can put them all together. Okay? Let's jump there. Get a little smaller here. There we go. Now, it started yesterday. Number 1, do not rob the poor because they are poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate. Okay? Number 2, make no friendship with a man given to anger. All right. Number 3 was, be not one of those who gives pledges, who becomes surety for debts. Don't co-sign for other people's loans. Okay? Don't move ancient landmarks. They call it encroachment nowadays. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. Okay? So we'll continue with number 6, which just starts right in here. When you sit down to eat with a ruler, observe carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are a man given to appetite. Okay? Or great appetite, it says over here. If you're sitting down with a dignitary or a leader, a prospective employer especially, and you go to a meal with them, it is very important to eat very, very little. Eat almost nothing. And do not envy what he is eating. You know, if he's eating, I see he has a big steak and a salad, and don't envy that. Just like something very small. Okay? And number 2, do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Okay? And the next one. I like that. Do not toil to acquire wealth. Be wise enough to desist. When your eyes light upon it, it is gone. For suddenly it takes to itself wings, flying like an eagle toward heaven. Do not worry yourself to gain wealth. Cease from your consideration of it. Okay? Don't try to get rich. Okay? If you try to get rich and you find it, you have money and people get a lot of money, it's just gone. Just that quick, it's gone, and you're going, where did it go? I have nothing. And it does that. So, knowledge. Acquire knowledge. And the other stuff will come. And the next one. Do not eat bread of a man who is stingy. Do not desire his delicacies. For he is like one who is inwardly reckoning. For as he thinks to himself, so he is. Reckoning. What does this say? Obscure, of course. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. Oh, look, there's more. You will vomit up the morsels which you have eaten, and waste your pleasant words. Okay? And you can tell a stingy person, they will always tell you what they paid for something. Okay? Eat, hey, have a beer. That beer cost me $12 for that 6-pack. Do you believe that? You know, and that steak was $28. Man, those are stingy people. Right? If they talk like that, don't eat anything, because they say to, but they don't mean it. Okay? Waste your pleasant words. Okay, the next one. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Why are we doing this? What's it say over here? Oh, look, exact word for word. Okay. There's people that think they know everything. You can't tell them anything, so don't waste your time. Okay? Again with the encroachment. Okay? Do not remove ancient landmark or enter the fields of the fatherless. Right? For the Redeemer is strong, and he will plead his case against you. Back then, all people had was land. Okay, it was given to them, and it was passed down through the generations. The next one: apply your mind to instruction, and your ear to words of knowledge. Learn these things. The next one: do not withhold discipline from a child. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die. If you beat him with a rod, you will save his life from Sheol or hell. Where are we at? Oh, we're green. So yeah, if you spank your kids, you're not going to kill them. Okay, you might actually save them from hell. And he says that all over. Spank your kids. It's all right to spank them. Next one: my son, if your heart is glad, my heart will too will be glad. My soul will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Yeah. If your kids are happy, if your kids are wise and smart, that makes you glad. Okay. I have some smart kids, and it makes my soul rejoices. All right. Okay, the next one: let not your heart envy sinners. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord all the day. Okay. I don't know if those go together or not. Okay. Let not your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord all the day. Surely there is a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Yeah. All these sinners, all these celebrities and rock stars and singers and people that appear to have everything, don't envy those kind of people. Okay, follow the Lord instead. Those people are always in the news for getting in trouble and going to rehab and taking drugs. And, you don't want that. Okay. 19. Hear, my son, and be wise, and direct your mind in the way. Be not among wine-bibbers. Heavy drinkers, okay. Be wise. Be not among heavy drinkers, or among gluttonous eaters of meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man in rags. I got that? Okay. Be wise. Okay, 22. Hearken to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy truth, and do not sell it. Okay, I guess this is a different one, okay? It says 30 wise sayings. Are we still? Let's see. Let's count them. We started at 5, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay? Hearken to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Yeah. When I call my kids, even though they live all over the country, I mean, they're right there to help. So, good kids. Okay, the next one. Buy truth and do not sell it. Buy wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Buy truth and do not sell it. What's that say over here? Yeah. Okay, yeah. There are people that try to sell instructions. For only $29.95, I'll show you how I made a fortune in the stock market. Well, you know what? If they were making a fortune in the stock market, why would they waste their time putting out thousands of emails and all this instruction and all these videos? Why are these people selling instruction when, if I made a fortune in the stock market, I wouldn't do anything else. I would use it to help the poor. Not sell, Okay, 24. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice. He who begets a wise son will be glad in him. Let your father and mother be glad. Let her who bore you rejoice. I don't know if that goes together. I guess it does. Oh. Okay. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice. He who begets a wise son will be glad in him. This is true. Let your father and mother be glad. Let her who bore you rejoice. Make your parents proud. Okay, that's what it says there. Make your parents proud. Okay, 26. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways. For a harlot is a deep pit, and adventuress is a narrow well. She lies in wait like a robber, and increases the faithless among men. Yeah. Okay. Stay out of bars. Stay away from loose people. Okay. Okay. Now this whole thing right here, 29 through 35, and we go through this every time. This is about alcoholism, okay? And he speaks the whole rest of the chapter about alcoholism. Okay? Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Where's it start here? Who has strife? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of the eyes? Okay, wounds without cause. That's where did this, how did I get this black eye? And you don't know. Yeah? Woe, sorrow, strife, complaining. Those who tarry long over wine. Who has all these things? Those who tarry long over wine. Those who go to try mixed wine. Okay, drinking. Those who drink too much. Do not look at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup and goes down smoothly. At last it bites like a serpent and stings like an adder. Your eyes will see strange things, and your mind will utter perverse things. Right. You'll be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, like one who lies on the top of the mast. Obscure. They struck me, you will say, but I was not hurt. They beat me, but I did not feel it. When shall I awake? I need another drink. Okay. What's it say over here? Lie down in the middle of a sea, or one who lies down on top of a mast. They struck me, but I did not become ill. They beat me, but I did not know it. When shall I awake? Okay, what this is talking about right here. Okay, when you're drunk, you'll see strange things. Your mind will utter perverse things. People say weird stuff when they're drunk. Okay, and it'll make you sick. Okay, like one who lies on top of a mast. Okay. And you'll wake up and you'll feel like somebody beat you up. Okay? That's called a hangover. Okay? I feel terrible, but, I don't have any marks or bruises or broken bones, but, man, I feel like somebody beat me up. Okay? They beat me, but I did not feel it. They struck me, but I was not hurt. When shall I wake? I need another drink. Okay? Very powerful stuff. A warning. So I still didn't count 30, okay? And maybe I'm running these together, but there you go. Yeah, we're not going to go over all of these individually again, okay? When you eat with a ruler, eat almost nothing. Don't toil to acquire wealth. Toil to acquire wisdom, right? Because it disappears. Don't eat bread of a man who's stingy. Right? And you can tell somebody is stingy, they'll pretend to be nice, and they'll tell you what they paid for everything. That's always a dead giveaway. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Don't speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Right? Don't remove ancient landmarks. Huh? God will get you if you do. Apply your mind to instruction and your ear to words of knowledge. Right? That's what you should be applying. I'm going to learn stuff. Okay? Don't withhold discipline from your child. If you spank him, he won't die. In fact, you'll save him from hell. That's a good one. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will be glad. My soul will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Right? Feels good to have wise kids. Let not your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord. Surely there is a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Okay, don't envy these people you see on TV and the internet and seem to have everything, because they really don't. Okay, they don't. Follow God. Hear my son and be wise. Direct your mind in the way. Don't hang around with drunks, partiers, drug addicts, or among people who just eat great big, just pile on the, you become just like them. And it will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Right? And hearken to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Honor your parents. If your dad calls, call him back immediately. Okay? They don't call you unless they need something. Buy truth and do not sell it. Well, how do you buy truth? By wisdom, instruction, and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice. He who begets a wise son will be glad. All right. Get that, kids. Make your parents proud. And it says, my son, stay away from loose women. If you're women, stay away from playboys, loose guys, and players. Stay away from those kind of people. Okay? It's a narrow will. They lie in wait like a robber, and increases the faithless among men. Right? And then the whole thing, we won't go over this again. 29 to 35 who covers about alcoholism. And how it causes nothing but problems. Okay? If you're an alcoholic, given to too much drink. It never says anywhere not to drink in the Bible. It says don't get drunk. This is talking about people who get drunk. Okay, and they get so drunk that they can't remember where they were in the morning, and they wake up and you have a hangover and you feel like somebody beat you to death, but you can't find any marks on you. You just feel like somebody beat you to death, like you were on top of a ship mast, being thrown around by the wind. So, there you have it. That's Proverbs 23. See, and it even continues tomorrow. So, about more. And it's going to cover 30 things. I don't know how long it'll take, and we will count them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So there's 20, maybe probably 10 more. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 23 for March 23rd. Have a good Saturday. Stay tuned later. Joshua's going to war, fighting the Battle of Jericho in our Through the Bible in a Year. And that's always fun. Give us a like if you think about it. Catch up on anything you may have missed. Until next time, have a good day. Stay humble.